Remind me about the seal?
Now that you have the moon seal, seek out the glyph to place it in.
That is something.
Hypus was among the first of the Elder Gods born at the dawn of our world. And unfortunately for him, he was also the first among them to die.
How does an Elder God die?
He was consumed by another Elder God. In this case, his own brother, Set.
Lovely.
Some for the rest of us. They cannot possibly match your strength. Your fate is sealed. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. You have earned this!
By consuming Hypus, Set absorbed his brother's power, and also triggered the downfall of the Elder Gods, as they turned on one another and became demons.
were too weak for this fight.
I mentioned during the last trial, with most of the Elder Gods corrupted, Atum was born and sent to destroy them. When he was done, he released their energy back to the stars.
And now they watch in silence from above while I fight for their amusement.
Who am I to speculate on their intentions? So far, I'd say things have worked out to your benefit.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I am impressed. Behold the light's gift!
After this, you should be all the more prepared for whatever Lilith has planned in the coming days.
Do not bother running. Now that was something.
I'm sure Hippis will be pleased. You've proven yourself more than capable.
This looks like it belongs here. there is only so much Hippus can do. Hippus will provide. Hippus does not seem to agree. If it was here, Autumn would show me. He is in agreement. The god's latest gift seems to be quite powerful. I've already removed a great deal of corruption afflicting the grounds nearby.
I've noticed. I take it that means the latest trial wasn't much of an obstacle for our legendary hunter and their faithful companion.
We were ready for what awaited us.
The power of renewal is indeed a remarkable thing, especially when facing such an insidious problem.
But how did this corruption come to spread across the grounds in the first place?
I mentioned before that Wanda had visions after absorbing the power of the Moon Seal at my altar. But it's obvious now I didn't truly understand the depths of what she was experiencing.
What do you think really happened here?
I've told you that Wanda wasn't a descendant of the Blood. In truth, her magic was born in chaos, from the touch of the Dark God Chthon himself. I fear this connection between them was even stronger than I imagined.
She cannot be blamed for something out of her control.
Of course not. Just look at the group we have working with us here. Everyone deserves a chance to prove who they really are.
It is done now in any case. We can only move forward from here.
Renewing the grounds is already an important step forward for us.
Wanda's visions, were they part of her ties to Chthon? Do you know what it is she saw?
She described them like a dream. Broken, distorted images that she could only remember in passing. But you're right, Hunter. I believe now it was Chthon who came to her, his influence strengthened by the power of the seal she absorbed.
And the corruption on the grounds, this was his influence?
It seems almost too clear now. The corruption on the grounds returned just as Wanda's explorations reached their peak.
Was there nothing in her journal about this?
Maybe we've gotten ahead of her. I should return to the library and continue the translations. Come by tomorrow and I'll let you know if I've found anything new.
Blessings of Hippus. Autumn must not see it that way.
Autumn thinks otherwise. Perhaps I ask too much of him. He hears me, but has no answers. There must not be anything here. Autumn does not answer. All will be restored. Hippus brings renewal. Hippus brings renewal. What is this? It looks like a fragment of a moon seal. Hippus will provide. Noble Oster guides my hand. Another moon seal fragment. What is this doing here?
If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide. If it was here, Autumn would show it. She does not see it happening. The son of Gaia approves.
You've almost retraced Wanda's steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you. Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant, but I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeeding. I strongly encouraged her to keep trying. If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
Is that even possible?
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level-headed explanation from the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by Caretaker and left without anyone to support her?
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking. In either case, now you know the truth.
But what about Sarah and the others? They need to know as well.
Given my current situation, I think it may have to wait, dear. If you'd still like to move forward, you'll need to find the shards of the broken moon seal. If all goes well, I should be able to reform the seal.
I believe I have found some pieces already.
Of course you have. There is one more piece left to find.
Mother.
Autumn thinks otherwise. Autumn, show me the way.
As a place to die, this isn't a bad one.
Autumn be praised.
I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it, but that was still faster than I expected. I better get to work then. I'm confident I can return the Moon Seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand. I need a particular flower to serve as the reagent for this ritual. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It grows right in front of my old cabin. While you gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations.
What is this strange growth on the grounds?
While it may seem like some sort of invasive species, the substance we've been calling corruption is actually a physical manifestation of Chthon's dark influence.
How can it continue to spread in his absence?
The ever-resilient Darkhold keeps his ambitions alive, tempting the lost and desperate towards the darkness. With each new follower, his power here is rekindled. The flower you're looking for is in front of my cottage. Near the door, I believe.
All these hero worship is among my chief worries these days. Despite my skepticism, you managed to retrieve the parchment. I'll save my congratulations for later. Right now, we're sitting on a landmine, and I'm not clear what we're going to do about it.
Now we let Tony do his thing.
Blade and I, we've worked with Johnny before.
Morale is feeling pretty high these days. Wanda's return to us is like starting a whole new chapter. The one where we drive back the forces of hell.
Mephisto is no one we wish to trifle with.
Blaze tried to sell us out and we're still going to trust him?
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
I suggest we find a way to rest. The next steps will be the most treacherous of all.
I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me. This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
I'm glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course. The next Bloodgate is near Lilith's garden. Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
I am ready. Where Wanda failed, I will succeed.
That's my Hunter. Good luck, dear.
That is something.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods, including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
You had your chance to escape. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one. This shall be of great help. They cannot possibly match your strength. I am impressed. Must have ended.
I don't think we'll be seeing any Serpent Men, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal army, much like Lilith and her children. Unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
You were too weak for this fight. Now that was something. They're still coming for me.
If you believe everything an old witch will tell you, then descended upon the earth, He used the prevailing reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical form.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Do not bother running.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
The untold price of being favored by the Elder Gods.
The light is on our side. You have earned this! As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me. Some for the rest of us.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest.
This looks like a
Break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
The Father of Serpents is smiling. There is only so much Hippus can do.
Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Oshter?
I always respected Oshter, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden. This was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand, given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. Straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him. Reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Chthon. For me.
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster.
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so... I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
I need time to think about all of this.
I know it's a lot to consider. I don't expect you to take everything I've said at face value.
Thank you for finally sharing the truth, Sarah.
Thank you for listening, kiddo. Robbie's hero worship is among my chief worries these days. Despite my skepticism, you managed to retrieve the... Our allies and friends give me pause, Hunter. I'll save my congratulations for later. Right now we're sitting on a landmine, and I'm I'm not clear what we're going to do about it.
Hippus does not seem to agree.
Set regards no obstacles.
Good day, Hunter. Keep an eye on Robbie. And Wanda.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
At the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you?
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear. Take your time, dear. You've come a long way.
Is this another movie night? And if so, where is Nico?
It's not an official movie night. It's more of my way of saying thank you for being a friend. I didn't have many growing up. Wasn't exactly the popular kid, if you know what I mean.
Well, if it matters to you, you are popular with me.
It does matter to me. I know what it's like to be hated, so I'm especially appreciative of the ones who don't. In Transia, it was just me and my brother Pietro for a long while. We wandered from village to village, begging, doing odd jobs, scrounging by any way we could.
That sounds impossibly hard.
We survived. It's why we had to that was the hardest part.
Oh?
When I was a child, Transia was very poor. Our parents could find no work. One day, my father stole bread to feed us. A mob chased him into our neighborhood. I was terrified for him. I told them to stop, and half of them turned to stone. I didn't mean to. I didn't understand my powers or how to use them, but I got scared, and people died. But the worst of it, Father pointed at me and cried out, "Witch." And then he was part of the mob, and they were after me. Pietro grabbed me and ran, faster than any person can run. We realized we could never go back. We were different, and had to look out for ourselves.
I am so sorry. That must have been terrifying.
I thought I was going to be hanged or burned alive for the longest time. And for a while, I thought I deserved it.
Oh, Wanda.
I felt like my life was cursed with misfortune, heartache, and pain ever since. It wasn't until recently that I began to feel that curse lift.
What changed?
You. I met you, and you saved me. So, thank you for being a friend. Didn't know how much I needed one like you.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The Parchment of Power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
It's weird. I just felt this need to be out here. Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
If luck is with us, you will not have to carry the parchment for long.
I can carry it for as long as necessary. However long Blaze had it, I can keep it for as long or longer.
I did not mean to imply you did not have what it takes.
But I do have what it takes. And I don't need luck.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
I do not know what Blaze read. I am not a mind reader, nor are you. Which is why I am asking you to trust me. Forget what Blaze said. Forget what could be on that parchment.
I can't just forget it, Hunter. What am I supposed to do? Bake a loaf of sourdough and try not to think about having the directions for the end of the world riding around in me?
Oh, do you bake?
Nothing more complicated than instant brownies.
That is too bad. I would love a warm loaf of bread right now. To break bread together would be more meaningful than the words of 100 parchments.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here. We don't cook enough around here. Everyone does their own thing. We should have a night where we all bring something to the table. You know, potluck? We could start a weekly tradition. Hey, I make a mean carne asada.
We would be reviving an old custom. Before I died, we did what you call potluck about once a week.
Huh. For real? Just, you and Caretaker?
Agatha was there. So were the original Midnight Suns.
Okay, we're doing this! Give me a few days to put this together. And then, coming soon to an abbey near you, Midnight Suns, the potluckening. Too much?
A bit.
I'll work on it. Right on. Thanks, Hunter. I needed the mental break. Thanks. You're like a extra extended family to me.
Just tell me. I already told you. That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
I hope Robbie's doing okay.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there, Hunter. I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
Well, Tony, you are a bit competitive. I would not blame him for becoming a bit territorial as a result.
Aw, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, is there?
I do not think Strange sees it as friendly.
Well, when he comes back, I'll try to smile bigger. Maybe that'll give him a hint.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
Oh, you'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
It will be a challenge, but I know you can handle it.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Actually, you can tell me several times. I'm such a shameless sucker for praise.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
Looking for company, Logan. Funny, you strike me as a loner.
Who, me? I like people. Problem is, people usually don't like me back.
Well, we need your skills, so consider yourself liked here. And my apologies about the circumstances.
When you get to be my age, you end up carrying so much baggage people would rather leave you in the dust. So, thanks for not leaving this old man behind.
No need to thank me, Logan. With your expertise, I should be thanking you for helping us.
You might want to save your thank yous until you work with me a bit more. There's a reason I've been freelance the last few years.
Well, you are welcome to stay here as long as you want.
I gotta admit, Sarah's got a pretty swanky setup. Puts Xavier's bad to shame.
Some people think it is a little spooky.
A spooky place for spooky people. Seems like home.
Thanks for checking in on Robbie, Hunter. Did he mention that he promised to take me for a spin in the Hell Ride?
What's up, Ancient One?
About the emo kids meeting, there's a problem. Wanda asked to run the show. Everyone was fine with it, until Caretaker showed up.
Sarah taking control. How surprising.
I don't blame her. Wanda's magic killed Agatha. It's hard to let that go.
Why are we meeting? I thought we already knew how I died.
Wanda doesn't think we do, and I believe her. So, you ready to head to the meeting and hear her out?
Lead the way.
This was a mistake. I shouldn't have brought it up.
I disagree. Your theory is sound. We must know the truth.
Wanda already took Agatha from me. I'll be damned if I let her take my child.
The one standing behind you?
Ah, damn it. I didn't mean for you to hear that.
I understand why you said it. What is this about?
It's not worth your time to know.
Please, tell me.
Wanda says there's more to your death than what we saw. She claims she can reveal the true manner of your death.
I cannot hurt to try her suggestion.
It absolutely can. Her magic is chaotic. She could lose control and kill everyone.
Good thing you were here to help her.
Help her? After what she did?
Who better than you?
All right. Listen to her if you must. But if you proceed with the ritual, I can't lose you, Hunter. Not again.
Ingredients. You brought them?
Yes, you can have them.
Wonderful. We can use it in the ritual. Now, do not fret about Wanda. She knows what she is doing. Sarah worries too much.
I have no concerns with Wanda leading the ritual.
Good. And I'm glad she will hear that from you.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I just wanted to help.
How?
I spoke with Doctor Strange about your visions. That got me thinking. The last meeting, specifically the moment of your death, I don't think that's where your life ended.
The last time we did this, something felt off.
Good, you felt it too. There is a subtle magic at play. It clouds your perception, distracts from what is real.
Why are you so certain?
I felt it twice before. Most recently, when I was under Lilith's influence.
And the first time?
When I killed Agatha. I had no warning I'd lost control until it was over. Something masked the danger from me, from her.
It was not your fault.
No matter what Ileana wants to believe, I am responsible for Agatha's death. I can never make it up to the Midnight Suns, to Sarah, to you. But I will do everything I can to make things right. My magic works by creating what I most desire. It can also strip what is illusion from what is real. You deserve to know what truly happened. Please, allow me to help you.
I am ready to proceed.
All right. What is your last memory before your death?
Lilith trapped me with the Darkhold. I could not move.
Then I shall remove the veil. And now, your death revealed. What do you see?
Lilith approaches. I have never seen her so determined.
And now, child, you shall be free.
Still creepy.
Indeed.
I cannot move. Yet I hear myself shout.
Enough!
What the?
My body lurches toward her. None of it my doing. Lilith struggles against her own limbs, but cannot control them. My hand reaches for the Darkhold. I see fear blossom in my mother's eyes. I touch the Darkhold.
No! Stay back!
Pain washes over us both. The world flares white. And then, there is nothing.
Okay, what is with that voice?
And who directed the Hunter's movements?
Someone who could hold Lilith in place.
That's alarming.
I'm sorry. There's nothing more. That's when the Hunter died.
Don't apologize. You showed us what we could not see.
Another mystery resolved. No more reason to assemble the emo kids.
You sound disappointed.
I am, somewhat. This kept me distracted from the state of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Reminded me I could still be useful. Perhaps that is the lesson.
Are you all right? How do you feel?
Physically, I am fine.
Good. How about what you saw?
You were the expert on false realities. You tell me.
I don't know the answers, but I am certain we have the facts. What we saw tonight did happen. You both died with your hands on the Darkhold.
What does that tell us?
I'm not sure yet. Perhaps it will give us an edge in our fight, or insight into something we've missed.
More unanswered questions.
That's not it. We have all the answers to your death. What we're missing are the questions that match. Thank you for trusting me to do this.
Of course.
It means more than you know.
You see? Now you know.
What we know is disturbing.
Truth is often disturbing. We both learned that lesson years ago.
What we just saw, it's difficult to comprehend. I know I have questions. But what about you?
No one else was present when I faced Lilith. Whose voice did we hear?
No one I recognize. If Lilith has just recovered the Darkhold, she may have used it to summon a dark spirit.
If she did, it seems like she lost control.
Perhaps. I pray it was just that.
Could it have been Chthon?
Speaking through the Darkhold? Perhaps. But why draw you towards the book? What was there to gain?
I'm still unclear on how I actually died.
The magic of the blood courses through you and your mother when you both touched the Darkhold.
Mystical feedback?
That's my theory. It's a dangerous book. Perhaps more so than we thought.
I should get going.
Very well. Good night, kiddo.
Yes?
I'm proud of you for pushing through all this.
Thanks.
Well, good night.
I don't know what to think. Was someone else there, and did they kill Lilith?
Those are difficult questions to answer.
At least we know to ask them. Hey, we'll get to the bottom of this. We're emo kids. We can do anything. I think that's it. You leaving?
That is it for me.
The last meeting of emo kids. Should we get another t-shirt? I kind of want another t-shirt. Or, ooh, maybe a pin. I'll figure it out. Thanks for letting us root around in your past, Hunter.
Tension's so thick I could claw it to shreds.
Something, or someone, is going to snap. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing? Who's next? Parker and Nico? Seeing good troops lose their minds, not knowing if a tank was going to mortar their bunkers, but seeing seasoned, enhanced heroes walking on eggshells is a new kind of unsettling.
What, no stars and stripes hoorah pep talk from Captain America? It must be bad.
We lived with the dread, channeled the tension. This feels different. Lilith's got too many tricks we haven't seen.
Tricks like mind control? We call that Tuesday at Xavier's School for the Gifted. I got a gut feeling that what's gonna come's gonna be more gnarly than usual. Bet I'll even be surprised. I'd even go so far to start taking bets. But that's too grim, even for me.
The Hell Ride is ready and waiting.
Each battle...
You can fit like 100 parchments of power in the Hell Ride. Ever get in a horse chase?
What is a horse chase?
Like a car chase, but with horses. Did you ever drift a horse? Maybe on a frozen lake or something?
I had a horse with 4 trick knees. If I whistled a certain way, she would stop on a shilling and then run backwards.
Oh, no way! What's a shilling?
Does not matter. One time I caught a bug in my mouth mid-whistle. She stopped, gave me a sour look, and started running sideways.
Oh, wow. Could she run sideways the other way?
No, she was a 3-speed.
I needed that.
I know.
I'd pay to see a sideways horse chase.
Oh? How many shillings?
All of them. Oh, I can't wait to put this to use.
Are you finally beginning to understand now? Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the Parchment of Power?
You were right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
I hope the others slept better than I did.
No, that can't be. I had that dream too.
Maybe it was something we ate.
Don't you mean someone?
I don't know. This stinks of a hex or a curse or something.
If we all had the same nightmare, does that mean we all share the same subconscious neurosis?
God, I hope not.
The probability of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1,000,000,000,000,000 to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah, it means we might want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh, I knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here, and that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
There is... the parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you-know-who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
I'm pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those kinds of things. All I can say is, what I saw last night made me worry about you.
I am more worried about you. Riddled with nightmares, suspicious of friends and colleagues. The page is getting to you.
The page is not getting to me. Everyone had the same exact nightmare last night. If anything, it's getting to everyone here.
It is possible. The full effects of the Parchment of Power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you are not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know whatever Blaze read set him off so hard that he betrayed us.
Are you afraid of reading the page because you think you would betray us, Robbie?
Kinda. Yeah.
I do not think you ever could. You are made of stronger stuff than Blaze.
Thanks, Hunter. It makes me feel better. But I'm still not chancing it. I think Wanda wants to talk to you. I should stop monopolizing your time and let her get a word in. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like, really take care.
I always do. What is everyone so upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has unnerved us. Wondering if you had the same one too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
You mean the one about Lilith?
Wait, you had a dream about Lilith?
Is that not the one you all had?
No, Hunter. We had a dream about you. And it was a pretty awful one, too.
What? What about me?
Let's just say you... something threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, it was just a dream, right?
Probably. Everything will be all right.
I just hope you're all right. Nightmare or not, it's shaken us up.
Wanda, I promise you, it was just a dream.
How can you be so sure? We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
They are staring?
Yep.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
The Parchment's days are numbered, Hunter. Come down to the forge.
You and Lilith was not the worst nightmare I've ever had. But I am still unsettled by it. I don't remember signing up for the Dream Sharing Club. How do I unsubscribe? Yes?
Let's address the spooky elephant in the room. Dreams are weird, huh? I don't care what the dream implied. You're no villain. It'll take more than Lilith's mind hexery to shake my faith in you, Hunter.
Weird dreams, huh? Probably just the end of the world jitters. You get used to them.
Once, I dreamt that I grew 4 more arms after the radioactive spider bite. Then I also grew mouth pincers. I even turned into a giant spider and went full kaiju on Midtown. So no more late-night binging on Japanese monster movies when my spider sense is keeping me up.
Lilith's messing with our minds, right? Because that dream was too real.
You better not sell us out to your mother, Hunter.
I thought trying to control the symbiote was hard, but Robbie's got the Darkhold. Hope he's doing okay.
You almost believe me. We're good, Hunter. Unless we're not. But we are.
I know we can't control our dreams, Hunter. Maybe we can help you learn not to share them.
Not usually a light sleeper. But last night I felt like I couldn't wake up.
I don't like these apocalypse willies. I don't think the others have any nerves left to fray.
I pinched myself awake and just thanked the staff of one it was only a dream. You would never side with Lilith against us, right, Hunter? I feel bad for even asking that. Never mind. Don't answer. It was terrifying to see you hold Paige in her dream, but somehow it felt right.
I needed that.
Chaos magic is a huge drain on my mental health, you know.
Coffee makes the bad dreams go away.
Come on over, Hunter. I'm slinging some hot, fresh, parchment-blasting tech here.
Is this it? Is this the thing that will destroy the parchment?
You better believe it. That's the Gamma Accelerator, plus a few tips taken from dear old Dad's notes, plus a few crucial adjustments, plus some revolutionary new tech created on the fly.
Are you sure it will work?
I'm sure you've got a million questions. Come to the war room and you can hear my full spiel. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
Isn't quite making sense. The whole picture is fuzzy. We are missing something.
It was all a dream, right, Hunter? Next time, could you dream of literally anything else? I'll even take one of those dreams where we're all late to class, and it's test day, and we're all in our pajamas. You know, the usual kind of dread.
Last night was no dream. Lilith intended us to witness that vision. Farewell.
Anytime now, Tony.
Yeah, you're being a little extra you right now.
Forgive me if I'm a little excited that another one of my brilliant, one-of-a-kind inventions will thwart the apocalypse. Again.
Uh-huh. What's the plan?
No, not yet. Waiting until we have a quorum. Don't want to have to explain the complex calculations, algorithms, and other assorted science bits twice.
The Forge Demon was right. You do love the sound of your own voice.
Relax, will ya? When this works, victory blowout party at my Malibu estate. Everyone's invited. Even Strange. But he doesn't get a pony ride.
Salutations. Seems like everyone had a restless night. I hate to ask this, but are you all right?
Why? Do I look like there is something wrong with me?
No, not at this moment, but the dream, I mean, nightmare we all had of you.
The one everyone had, but no one will tell me about?
Let's just say you should be grateful to have your collar to protect you.
Protect me from what, exactly?
Your mother, Hunter. Who else? If it wasn't for that collar, who knows how she might be able to manipulate you? I wouldn't put it past her to invade your dreams, the way I think she just invaded ours last night.
Do you really think she can manipulate us through our dreams? Even in this protected pocket dimension?
Anything is possible. In any case, best to keep our wits about us. I just don't want anything to happen to you, kiddo.
I don't like to say that I do my best work under pressure, but I think this time, I even amazed myself.
This is impressive. You did this work incredibly fast.
Chug a few Stark drives and there's nothing you can't speed through. Hopefully the sugar crash doesn't hit me while we're destroying the page.
If you manage to stop the prophecy, I will be the first to sing your praises.
So you're promising karaoke. I'm gonna hold you to that, Hunter. This thing won't fail.
What about your father's research? Do you feel comfortable using it as the basis for this canon?
I'm only perfecting the stuff he started. It's like I took all the skeletons out of my family closet, dusted them off, and now they're going to do community service.
It is powered by skeletons.
Don't worry, figure of speech. No actual skeletons in there, just massive amounts of gamma radiation. Our friend Banner thought he was going to use it to get supercharged. But this thing's going to shut his team down, permanently.
If this weapon is as powerful as you say, why stop at the parchment? We could wipe out all of Hydra with it.
Whoa, let's slow down. WMDs were my dad's thing. I just want to destroy the parchment, stop Banner, and finally catch a breath. Not necessarily in that order.
So, what now?
Now comes the hard part, explaining my plan to the team. I wonder if I have time to whip up some diagrams. People love diagrams. Oh, time flies when you're having fun, right, champ?
Glad to have you with us.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
It's good to have you around, Hunter. You don't treat me like some of the others.
How so?
America didn't exist in your time. With you, I get to be Steve from Brooklyn. Just a guy with a shield.
I am slow to trust, but I have a good feeling about you.
I can say the same. You have your own legend to deal with. That expectation must give you some trouble.
It can be hard to live up to what everyone thinks I am.
Then don't. Live up to your ideals. Everything else will fall into place. Like it or not, your words and actions carry a lot of weight. Don't lose sight of that.
Thanks. I will keep that in mind.
Sorry. Didn't mean to lecture. Let's get back to it. That was a great time. I served with this guy who only painted landscapes. Wonder what happened to him. Hunter, it was a pleasure to spend some downtime with you.
This your first Tony Stark patented last-ditch reeks of desperation Hail Mary plan? Only reason to listen to Tony is to get directions to the rap party.
You believe the cause is lost?
Didn't say that. Did not say that either. I've seen the world end a few times, and I'm still here to talk about it.
That is not saying much. You have a healing factor.
We can't all be born as unlucky as me.
Lilith has marked us all. I am tempted to say our fate is in her hands.
Fate. The other F word.
Scoff if you would like. Lilith believes in destiny. The problem is, we believe in our own destinies too.
You sound like Steve.
My words are my own, not Captain America's or Lilith's.
Steve's a good thing. Especially with what we gotta do. One thing we can agree on, hell ain't coming. Hell is already here. We ain't built for this.
I disagree. We can still defeat my mother.
No. You and me doing this? Living weapons ain't designed to relax. Can make a fella downright resentful.
I can relax. I'm relaxed right now.
Well, good for you. I guess I'm the defective one. But anyone who knows me could have guessed that. Huh. Yeah. Thanks.
Now, I know a lot of you aren't used to the scientific method. So, take a breath, let it all soak in. I can talk you through the really complex parts.
You want to shoot the indestructible Page with a giant ray gun.
A giant gamma ray gun.
You can't just blow up the Parchment of Power with gamma energy. It isn't done.
He has a point.
Look, you and the Hocus Pocus crowd had your shot. Now, it's my turn. Mine and Howard's.
Your father's research.
Pops wasn't trying to weaponize gamma energy. He was trying to supercharge it into an almost unlimited power source. Should probably thank Bruce for helping me realize that. Problem is, gamma energy has a threshold. Push it too much and it goes boom. Big time.
Enter Los Diablos.
Birthplace of the Hulk.
And the last time somebody tried putting Pop's theories to the test. Entire area is still saturated with that same modified energy. If I can channel it through my accelerator cannon, well, that gamma field Page of yours
will go boom. Big time?
Bingo. Huge time.
We're gonna need a tremendous amount of power.
And not just gamma. Yo, Lost Boys. And Lost Girls, saddle up. We need you.
Sabretooth's still out there. They ain't going nowhere without me.
The more the better. Somebody's gotta clap when I thwart the apocalypse. Again.
This plan seems crazy, right?
Buenazua. I wish I could go there with you. Be careful. I spend a lot of my focus on making sure I don't accidentally turn everyone into bobblehead dolls. Have you ever been home to Transia, Hunter? It used to be lovely once, or so I'm told. Chaos magic is a huge drain on my mental health, you know. I spend a lot of my focus on making sure I don't accidentally turn everyone.
For once, I hope Tony proves me wrong. May omnipotent Ashtur keep you safe. It's rare that I ever discuss my past, but you've become one of my closest friends, Hunter. Did you know that I used to be a world-renowned surgeon? Before I became a world-renowned sorcerer, that is. In the scope of things, I suppose a few months isn't much, but I'm always amazed at how quickly we lose track of time during these heroic capers. Not unlike the trials you faced. After my accident, I no longer possess the dexterity to pursue my lifelong ambitions as a surgeon. It was an emotionally devastating time. One that I almost didn't recover from. Lilith and her minions have kept us so busy I've barely noticed the days drifting into long nights spent in the forge. And the days turn into months as our campaign against evil spreads throughout the world. This must be what so many...
If this plan works or not, make sure you get back here in one piece. There's 2 months I'll never get back. We better win this thing.
Do you believe in miracles? Because it's gonna take one to pull this off. I kind of figured this operation would take a while. There's a lot of moving parts to keep track of. What's 2 months in the scope of things, really?
We'll keep an eye on things from here. Good luck.
Hi, kiddo.
Hey, if anyone sees Robbie, tell him I bought popsicles. He can eat those, right? Remember, if the cannon's pointing at you, you're doing it wrong. I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because people are in danger, but I have to admit, I'm a little excited.
I'm so nervous right now. I may keep standing here while you're gone. 2 months of fighting Lilith. Hopefully not that many to go, because I have travel plans.
Certifiable.
So it's not just me.
Wait, I completely forgot the entire plan.
Damn.
Just kidding.
It is going to take a miracle to pull this off.
We don't do miracles around here.
Yep, hexes and curses only.
Stay focused on Tony's ridiculous plan. I'll keep an eye out for Hydra.
Your enthusiasm is infectious, Sarah.
I'm allowing this to move forward, aren't I? Anyway, Robbie and Tony are already in place. Good luck. We all need it.
What's the word, kid?
Nothing. Nothing is definitely the word.
Oh, well, nothing's good. You don't have the Abbey masking you in that page right now. Just keep a safe distance a little longer until we're ready here. With even one blast, my gamma cannon will drain the ambient gamma energy from this entire valley. This is gonna have to be a one-shot deal.
Then don't miss.
Got that part covered.
far the worst plan I've ever been part of. And I've done jobs with Deadpool.
Robbie cannot hide that page forever. If there is any chance of removing that burden from him... Speaking of...
Yo, Fast and the Flamius, what did I just tell you?
Stark! Power up that damn ray gun!
What?
Stark! Multiple targets closing on your position!
That ain't Robbie.
Activated gamma collectors now.
How long do you need?
How would I know? I just invented the damn things yesterday.
Then keep going. We will hold the line.
Stark. Too smart for your own good. Ignore the others and follow that page. It's time I return home.
If you could go ahead and stop them from attacking the highly volatile gamma collector, that would be fantastic.
Feel free to come down here and throw a few lasers at him.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And while I'm down there, which one of you is going to initialize the accelerator to fire this thing?
Fair point.
We will hold this position as long as necessary.
Trust me, it'll be worth the wait.
Your fate is sealed. You had your chance to escape.
You were too weak for this fight.
I don't feel right. It's about time.
Very effective.
That's it for you. This time I cut off your feet.
Mother will just give me another pair. You should know that by now, Logan.
Tired of hearing about your mama, too.
Agreed.
Should do the trick. No time to wait.
Try that more often.
They die.
Invigorating.
Flunkies coming in. What's your status up there, Stark?
Getting warmer. Keep fighting.
You better not be dragging your feet.
How does one drag their feet in the air?
I'll explain later, kid. Just what I need. Hits on the ugly one. First one that makes an old dog joke gets diced.
This will hurt you.
Whatever gets the job done.
Do not try me again.
Lilith has put a great deal of trust in your nemesis, Logan.
Yeah, she really knows how to pick 'em.
He you sound bitter. If only Mother had chosen you, right, Logan?
I'm nobody's minion. I leave that to suckers like you. Attached to that.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
You were never my equal.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
You don't get it, Runt. There's magic pumping through these veins now.
You got that right.
Guys, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep this up.
Then don't wait on me.
Got another deal. I'll Blaze. What did Lilith offer you? Better gas mileage?
Not quite.
Return.
Tried to avoid this mess, you know.
What?
But y'all had to do things the hard way. You were right, kid. I am a coward. Been running from this moment my whole life. World's really gonna beat this thing, it'll need someone strong. Like you.
Wait! No!
3, 2, 1.
See you soon, Rox.
The sleeping Titan has awakened. The Herald of Chthon.
No, it's the freaking Hulk! And I just gave him an upgrade. Now, before we all start fighting, I think it's important to recognize that my theory would have worked.
This is Dr. Banner's other side?
The horns are new.
That's not all, Tony. I'm finally seeing my true potential through Mother's eyes.
That sounds a little weird, too. Precisely what I needed.
It was your turn. My power grows.
I'd hoped for a challenge.
You know that's not enough. Not useful anything. Mother's anger flows through me. No more. Mother will
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
Let us finish this.
How was I supposed to know Bruce would try and ride the light line?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You see, this guy gets it.
You are not worthy of her. Mother protects me. None of this. Make way for vengeance. Prepare yourself. They are committed to the darkness. I should probably thank you for helping me break through, Tony. You don't know how frustrating it's been.
I think I liked it better when the big version only used single syllables. Don't get all broody on me now, Bruce. That's just Lilith talking.
You know what happened. You're making a mistake. Accept your fate. This will be your end. Nowhere left to go. That will never stop me.
No mercy for the serpents.
You will regret that. no longer. Souls for Mother! Her wrath through... More souls come for judgment. They want the same.
We're not getting anywhere with this. Might as well be throwing pointy sticks.
How did you ever manage to control him in the past?
Well, control is a strong word. I'd say it's more like we pointed him at something and hoped for the best.
This is not reassuring.
I'm saving my energy.
Nice.
Uncle Tony's got your back.
A true This is only the beginning of your penance. Such power.
It is like fighting a god.
I'm taking him down before we can do it again. Just need to...
All these years, Tony, letting you think you were my equal. I could have squashed you so easily.
You let us go. Not sure I want to know why.
The Hulk will deliver the page to Lilith, just as it was foretold. Just as she planned all along.
All right. Because you're telling me she orchestrated all of this?
My mother always gets what she wants. With the Darkhold in her grasp, there is only one thing she is missing. Me.
Been saving this cigar. It's my Victor Creed's Gone special treat. Only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, your mama's got it in for you. Not to mention the rest of us, too. Just because it wasn't me, doesn't mean Victor Creed didn't have it coming.
It is indeed dark times when the youth must make dark choices.
I'm worried about the kid. You change when you cancel someone's check. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a banner.
We are Ileana's family, and we must do our best to be there for her when she needs us.
None of us can guarantee we'll be around. We're gonna have to tangle with the Hulk at some point.
The Hulk situation worries us all.
I've survived a few dust-ups with the Green Rage monster. 2 reasons I walked away. Healing factor and I got the feeling that Banner was holding the green guy back. I don't get that feeling anymore, do you?
The Midnight Suns stand alongside you.
Sounds like a one-way ticket for a lot of the Suns. Not sure they've met Banner's green side, up and close like I have.
I can cross surviving a Hulk attack off my list of bucket things I never wanted to experience. Lilith thinks she can control a rage beast by infusing it with demonic energy. She's got some serious game.
What the hell did you do, Tony?
Oh, I don't know. Tried to save...
Enough, Tony. We tried and we failed. Time to admit we might not have all the answers on this one.
We needed to act, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, the plan didn't work out. I'll come up with another. If that doesn't work, I'll try again and again. Until I win.
You win?
You know what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant. Listen to someone other than yourself for once. Stand down, Tony.
Not while I can still fix this.
Stand down now, before we all go down with you.
What do you say, boss? You know that I've got this, right? What do you say, boss? Is Rogers right? Should the star player get benched after one mistake? Or maybe you're smart, and you know I can get us across the finish line.
You tried, Tony. That is admirable and greatly appreciated.
But no longer needed.
That is not what I am saying.
But you're thinking it.
Hunter, are you any good at writing eulogies? I mean, it's not like Robbie's gonna let you write a eulogy for Blaze. Seems like this is something he's got to work out on his own. But a little backup never hurts.
And what are you doing?
Me? I'm here to support Robbie. He watched his personal hero sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have to grieve alone.
I am concerned about Robbie, too. Blaze's betrayal and his sacrifice, it could be overwhelming to him.
The guy's been through a lot. That's why I want to help him get closure. I'm sure he'll be fine after that.
Closure? What is that?
Yeah, closure? Like, after you have a breakup and you insist on making your ex go out for coffee so you can tell them how they made you feel.
Do you think that is effective?
I've watched hundreds of hours of daytime TV talk shows that say yes. So, as soon as Robbie works this out, we'll be good to go. Robbie will figure out what to do. Eventually.
Any suggestions? I can't get Blaze out of my head. I don't mean possession or anything, just everything that happened.
Tell me what you were thinking.
On the one hand, he was my personal hero. On the other hand, he tried to destroy you. On the other hand, he sacrificed himself to save me. How do I honor him and still be truthful? It's too many hands.
If you are feeling conflicted about the man, honor his spirit.
I don't understand.
The spirit of vengeance. He carried it in himself for so long. Talk about what having the spirit means to you, and what it meant to him. Find the things that unite you.
We both carried a burden for a long time. I only hope I don't turn into an asshole like him.
The fact that this is torturing you so much makes me think you will not.
If you say so.
Whatever you decide to do, do it quickly. I am afraid we are running out of time.
You really helped clarify my thinking. Thank you. I'll figure something out by morning. Promise. This is so hard. Maybe we should just have a memorial barbecue.